Hey everybody, welcome to another Sneaker Stories. Today I'm going to talk about a brand that doesn't get enough attention, I think. New Balance, Asics, my favorites. Some Nike too, I have a pair of Solomons. Another brand I've talked about a little bit, I think needs more attention is Mizuno. So Mizuno is a huge sports manufacturer here in Japan, especially if you go past a high school or grade school sometime in Japan, you'll see a lot of Mizuno equipment on the school kids. My wife here in Japan grew up with Mizuno. Jackets, baseball gloves, sneakers, everything, it's all Mizuno. But they make fantastic shoes and they make a really good lifestyle range. I've talked before about the Wave Beta Runner, and today I'm going to talk about the Mujin GTX. So this is a lifestyle shoe, and it's a GTX, so it is GORE-TEX. It is a really well made shoe, I think. Mizuno are the shoes that I never ever find like a loose stitch or a glue stain on, ever. I have only handled, half a dozen or so maybe that's part of it. I've just been really lucky, but these things, pretty much flawless. The Mizuno Tanjun, I think it's a Tanjun, the Mizuno GTX anyways, is a really high quality shoe. I wanted to get a few GTX GORE-TEX shoes because here in Japan, before the summer, between the spring, we have rainy season, much of mid-June, where it actually rains quite a bit. You can get really damp, especially those of us who don't bother owning cars when you use public transit. When you're walking around outside, GORE-TEX can be really helpful for keeping your feet wet, keeping your feet from getting wet, rather, keeping them dry. It has a sole by Michelin. Different companies use different brands. I think Solomon has a collaboration with Continental. Mizuno uses Michelin. These are really comfortable shoes. I don't know if they look comfortable or not because of the kind of extreme technicality, but they really are. It has, it's all synthetic pretty much. I think this might be real leather in the front. I'm not sure, with some rubber coating. But it really doesn't matter because this is kind of like a technical running shoe, an off-road running shoe, kind of similar to like a Asics Gel Sonoma 1550 or a New Balance 610T, but for me, the dollar to value ratio on these Mizunos is really high, and they're unusual. You don't see them. I've never seen anybody else wearing one of these, especially in this colorway. I was able to pick these up on Amazon Japan here for a pretty good discount, so I was very happy with the pricing and super happy with the quality. Like I said, the quality is, I think, pretty much second to none in the sneaker game, especially at this price range. And they're just different, you don't see them all the time, which is something to be appreciated too in the sneaker world, I think, where people end up chasing trends either wittingly or unwittingly. Great shoes. So Mizuno GTX, of course, it has the full GORE-TEX lining. Hopefully you can see that a little bit in there. Not sure, but yeah, full GORE-TEX lining. But one of the things I like about these is, even though it has full GORE-TEX, it never feels cramped or tight. Some other shoes, Nikes particularly, Air Force Ones and some others, Air Max 90s, when they have GORE-TEX, it brings the shoe size down like a whole size. Really tight. People talk about breaking them in, but I just don't believe in wearing sneakers that are uncomfortable until they become comfortable. I bought them because they're comfortable, and these don't disappoint. These are always, just spot on, sizing and comfort wise, while giving you the full protection of GORE-TEX inside. So anyway, the Mizuno, made in Vietnam, just by the way, if you're curious. Vietnam, I think, from what I've seen of the different Asia manufacturing regions, Vietnam quality is usually pretty high compared to mainland China. That's just my impression. I have no data on that, but just if I compare side by side from my own personal experience, Vietnam seems to be pretty high, and these don't disappoint. So anyway, Mizuno, pretty high quality. I give them a high rating. Overall, might give them 7.5 or 8 overall. Really good stuff. High quality. Price is right if you can find it. These excellent wet weather protection, a different look, not the same old everyday shoe. Give you a little bit more of an interesting type of look on foot. Maybe a little busy for some people, but other colorways are more subdued. But I think this really hit it for me. So anyway, Mizuno GTX. Great shoe. If you're interested in picking them up, check them out. If you can find them in your area. I know they're not everywhere. They can be a little bit more challenging to get. But all around great shoe and fun to wear on those kind of not so great weather days. Because I do like to wear my shoes. So anyways, get out there, wear your shoes, enjoy, and I will see you next time. Give me a like and subscribe if you appreciate this, and if you have any commentary for me, please let me know, because I'm just doing this for fun and for you guys. So let me know if it's the kind of stuff you want to see, or if you want to see something different. All right? Okay. Cheers, everybody. Bye-bye.